everyone, welcome back to Teen 1D. And in this video, we're going to be talking about diabetes myths versus facts. And the first myth that we got is diabetes is caused by eating too much sugar. And this is not how diabetes works. So type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease, meaning the body mistakenly attacks insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. And it has nothing to do with like sugar intake or even like your blood sugar before you were diabetic. So eating too much sugar as like a kid will not increase the chances of you having diabetes or like having increased blood sugar. Will not actually increase the chance of having diabetes. It just it has everything to do with just like genetic factors, and actually doctors don't even know the real reason why it happens. Some say it's triggered by like a virus or another disease. Type 2 diabetes, however, is also more complex. It's not purely caused by eating too much sugar. It's also linked to genetics, lifestyle, and insulin resistance. So yes, eating excess amounts of sugar can lead to weight gain and can lead to increased amounts of blood sugar, which do have a pretty big factor in causing type 2 diabetes. But sugar alone does not cause diabetes, as many people who eat lots and lots of sugar throughout their entire life end up not getting diabetes at all, and some who barely get any sugar end up getting it. So it's not the sole factor for it. Myth number 2 is that people with diabetes can't eat sweets. This is something that's also like many people think, as sweets have sugar and sugar increases blood sugar. So many people think that like diabetics, especially type 1 diabetics, cannot eat sugar. It's not true, especially when your blood sugar gets lowered. You can definitely eat sweets to increase your blood sugar back up. So for example, like if your blood sugar is like 60, you can eat some sweets to get it back up to like 80. And even like type 2 diabetics, they can eat it when the blood sugar is low, or they can eat it in moderation and balance. So like if someone with diabetes wants to have a cookie, they can have one. They just have to account for their insulin dose, or they have to eat it in moderation. And especially there's a lot of sugar-free products that they can eat, like a sugar-free sweets that we can all eat that does not increase your blood sugar, have like sugar alcohols or other things like stevia or allulose that are supplements for sugar that do not increase blood sugar. So yes, diabetics can enjoy dessert and sweets like everyone else. Myth number 3 is that all diabetics are overweight. So this one's straight up kind of like a lie, because like many people think that like, oh, if you're diabetic then you're overweight, or like you have like too much fat. But like diabetes affects people of like all shapes and sizes. So like you can get it if you're like fit and active and like are skinny, or if you're overweight. If you type 1 diabetes, it isn't related to weight at all. So it's just an autoimmune condition. You can get it if with all different shapes or sizes that you are. Type 2 diabetes is more common in people with excess weight, but it can also affect many people who are fit and active, who are just unlucky or have different genes. So just because someone has diabetes does not mean they're like fat or overweight, and that's like kind of unfair and inaccurate. Myth number 4 is that you get diabetes from being lazy. This is also another big misconception, because some people think that diabetes comes from like not exercising or being lazy. But first off, like type 1 diabetes is not preventable at all. Like there's a lot of pro athletes that have it, who are definitely like fit and have like exercising their entire life, and definitely not lazy. And type 2 diabetes, physical activities can play a role in it, but it's only one like small factor. There's also genetics, diet, and overall health and stuff. And people could be pretty fit their entire life, or get fit afterwards after they have diabetes, and still be not be lazy at all and be really fit. Myth number 5 is that insulin is a cure for diabetes. A lot of people think like insulin like cures diabetes and like completely gets rid of it. This is not like a true. This is not true at all, because although like insulin like saves like diabetics' lives, especially type 1 diabetes, because they rely on insulin and would die without it. This does not mean that it's like a cure for it. It's just a treatment. So it doesn't fix the disease. Like the pancreas still doesn't make insulin. It just supplements the insulin that your pancreas makes. But it's still not perfect, and it's not gonna act as your pancreas, and so it's not a cure. Your body is still gonna be attacking your your insulin producing beta cells in your pancreas. And for type 2 diabetes, insulin is for some people it's necessary to manage blood sugar, but for others it's not, and it's just a tool that's used for type 2 diabetics. It's not really, most people don't even use it, and it's not a solution to it. There's not really cure for any of the both of the diseases. You're still gonna like if you're type 2 diabetic, you're still gonna have insulin resistance unless you like work out and exercise, and even then you're gonna still have diabetes. And if you're type 1 diabetic, you're still gonna have your immune system attacking your cells in your pancreas. So yeah, these are all the myths and the lies that have been spread about for diabetes.